Hi friends, we've been talking a lot about interview questions for the I-130 interview, the green card interview that couples typically face when one spouse has petitioned for another. And so I want to touch on some very key mechanics of what you can expect when you walk into that interview. You want to be super confident, as I've been talking about. You don't want to go in there, don't let them see you sweat, right? That's what they say. But in this case, you will feel confident only if you prepare. By the way, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, that is the best way to stay in touch with this girl, okay? Subscribe so that you can get the latest videos. Videos come out each week and you will be the first to get my videos. Don't wait for Facebook to show you the video. Let YouTube show you the video first. So go ahead and subscribe, and I really appreciate your support. Okay, guys, let's get back to the issue at hand. So we're talking about the green card interview with your spouse. So here's what is likely going to happen. The first thing that the adjudicator or the person who is interviewing you will do is they're going to have you take a little oath. You're going to have to do a little kind of like a swearing in. You're going to have to swear to tell the truth, okay? Next, the adjudicator is going to collect some documents from you. Because remember, as I discussed in one of my other videos on how to prepare your interview, and I'm going to place a link to that video right in this video, as I've discussed, you have to bring the documents that they ask you to bring. They want to see original documents, and they also want to know that you have copies of those documents, okay? So here's what's going to happen. You will give some documents that are copies, which is preferable, so that you could keep the original, but in some cases, they may ask you for an original document. But make sure you have a copy of that, because you don't want to just give the government your original document and then you walk out the door and you're like, oh shoot, I gave away my birth certificate. No, you want to give them copies, okay? So they're going to collect the copies from you. Next, they're going to ask you questions, and we've gone through that. We've gone through the list of questions that you are likely to face when you go on this super important interview. They're going to want to know what's going on in your married life. They want to know that you guys have a life together. They want to know about your family, your employment, your day-to-day life together. So review my videos for those interview questions so that you can prepare yourself. So they're going to go through those questions with you. Next, they may very well interview you as a couple together in the same room, or if things get a little suspicious, okay, they will separate you and they will ask you questions individually and then bring you back together. But again, this happens in many cases where the government just doesn't believe what you're saying. Period. Next, if they want additional evidence from you, let's say you're not super prepared, you didn't have all of the documents, they may request on the spot that you produce some documents, or they'll give you a letter that tells you that they are requesting additional evidence from you and that you need to submit that evidence by a certain date. Please pay attention to the date that they have given you, because you must meet that deadline, okay? So keep an eye out for the mail to get that letter, or you may very well get that letter before you leave their office that day. At the very end, they can inform you of the decision. I've had adjudicators tell me and my clients that I'm going to approve this, I've approved it, and I get an exit letter, right, that lets me know that we're going to get a letter in the mail soon, right, confirming what the adjudicator has decided. Or in some cases, your exit letter may say, we have not made a decision yet and we're going to continue processing your file. So don't panic if the adjudicator doesn't tell you on the spot that it's approved. They may or may not, okay? But don't panic. What should you do if things just go south? Meaning things are winding out of control, you're flustered, you are forgetting things, you're nervous, you've answered a question incorrectly. What should you do if the interview is going south? First of all, you need to collect yourself. You need to calm down. You need to relax. If you need a 2-minute break, okay, ask for that. Ask for a little break. Go to the restroom. Get some water, something. Just get back into a composed state, and you can ask the adjudicator for clarification, right, on certain points, or if you want to correct the record, it's fine to say that and to let them know you're going to submit additional evidence to make some corrections, but just don't lose it entirely, okay? So those are the tips. That's the bonus tip that I wanted to give you at the end of this video. Don't panic. Don't lose it, because that's not going to look good for you. That's not going to look good for your spouse, and it may very well lead you to a denial, which you don't want, because a denial, as I've been saying, is a very, very serious thing. You don't want a denial. But if you were to get a denial, at that point, certainly please hire a lawyer. Whether it's me or someone else, hire a good lawyer. You need help, okay? Because that denial can very well land you in immigration court in removal proceedings down the road. So, my friends, that's what I want to share in this video, what to expect when you walk into that interview. Be confident, remember these tips, and don't panic if things begin to go south. It happens, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to lead to a denial. All right, guys, it's been great talking with you. Please subscribe again to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.